Thank you so much, everyone, for joining in. And today we are starting our magic book next phase. It's day zero again, and we are going into the further things that how legendary people have always practiced so much of gratitude. And even the God is also saying to practice gratitude in our lives. And today we'll deep dive into it. Like why all the successful people are so much grateful. They have super much gratitude inside them. And I'll be giving you some of the practical examples whom I have seen. There's so much gratitude in them. They're like so much grateful that there's so much of humility, I would say, in them. There's like zero ego. Even though they are billionaires, but with zero ego. And that's what it takes when you become so much successful. And if you have to be that much richness, stable for all the years of your life, you need. Thank you so much within your heart for each and every single smallest thing that you can. And I'll give you the example. What are those smallest things that people are really grateful for with all these practical examples? So before we start, wishing everyone all a very happy birthday. All who are celebrating marriage anniversaries, wishing you a lot of success in your relationship. मजे करो मौज करो राजा रानी वाला जीवन जियो 5 स्टार होटल्स में लग्जरी में 5 6 रॉल्स रॉयस हो आपके घर में एंजॉय योर लाइफ एंड नाउ वी आर स्टार्टिंग okay now the golden thread of gratitude and I would request everyone to make notes because when the classes will end after 30 days these will be the notes only which will save you and if you keep on revising them your magic book is automatically getting revised. So we need notes and they are very much important. So now, the golden thread of gratitude, dating back thousands and thousands of years to the earliest recordings of humankind, the power of gratitude was preached and practiced, and from them was passed on through the centuries, sweeping across the continents, permeating one civilization and the culture to the next. The major religions of Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Sikhism, Hinduism all have gratitude at their core. So now you see all the leaders of the religion who came down to earth from Krishna to Jesus Christ to Lord Buddha to Guru Nanak Dev Ji, everyone is saying this one thing, be grateful. And they all taught the same thing, be grateful. Have so much of thank you at core of your heart. So this will only make your life so much successful. And we all need it. Even if you don't believe in God, just even you say thank you will see the changes in your life. And that's what the power of thank you, gratitude is. Now see Muhammad, he is from a Muslim community. Muhammad said that gratitude for the abundance you have received is the best insurance that the abundance will continue. So even the Muhammad is also saying gratitude for the abundance you have received is the best insurance that the abundance will continue. We all take so much of insurance here and there, Polybazar and all. Who gives so much of insurance, so much of guarantee that Muhammad is telling himself? That's why it is so much important to have gratitude in your life. Buddha is saying that you have no cause for anything but gratitude and joy. And it's such a beautiful line that the Buddha is saying that the purpose of your life is joy, gratitude, मौजें करना, thank you करना. ये आपका पर्पस है जिंदगी का अगर आप आए उस धरती पे. If you are born on this planet, you are meant to be joyful and gratitude, so much of thank you should have. And practice it as much as you can. Lao Tzu from China, he was a legend. He said, if you rejoice in the way things are, the whole world will belong to you. Such a beautiful line. And Lao Tzu is saying, if you accept all the things as they are, the whole world will be yours. If you just accept it as it is, as the things are, no need to change anything, just accept it. The whole world will belong to you. The whole world will be yours. And my favorite, Lord Krishna said that whatever he is offered, he accepts with joy. And it's the same thing written in Bhagavad Gita as well. Whatever is happening in your life, either it's good or bad, just accept with joy. And that's what he is saying. Whatever he is offered, he accepts with joy. And if we can have this attitude in our life to accept everything with joy, just think and imagine how the quality of life can be changed. The vibrations that we can have will always be in a state of gratitude and love. But there will be so much of joy in our lives. And that's what we are all meant for. King David spoke of giving thanks to the whole world for everything between the heavens and the earth. And Jesus said, thank you, before he performed each miracle. So now you see, even the Jesus is also saying this. Be grateful. Be thankful for everything in your life. From the Australian Aborigine to the African Maasai and Zulu, from the American Navajo, Shawnee, and Cherokee, to the Tahitians, Eskimo, and Maori, the practice of gratitude is at the very root of most indigenous traditions. Now, these are called Adivasis. Even in the tradition of Adivasis also, there was this practice of gratitude in their life. The practice of gratitude is the very root of the most indigenous traditions. And even when they were practicing gratitude, that gratitude was never brought to the normal people. Because then, if normal people knew the practice of gratitude, they could have easily changed their life, but it never happened. The secret was always kept the secret. And it was separated from the normal people of the world. But now, all thanks to Rhonda Bryan, that she has brought the secret again in our knowledge. When you arise in the morning, give thanks for the morning light, for your life and strength. Give thanks for your food and the joy of living. If you see no reason for giving thanks, the fault lies within yourself. Now, see, it's such a beautiful line from Shawnee Native American leader. It always starts your morning with gratitude. Always, always, always. Whenever you're on your bed, your eyes are open, just say thank you, thank you. And in the upcoming chapter, the practice will come where we will be doing this morning gratitude as well. But it is so much important to give thanks for the food, the joy of living, for everything, each and every smallest thing. We should always pay gratitude for. And now I'll tell you some of my favorites. It has been, my mother belongs in a Guruji called Shukrana Guruji. He is called as the avatar of Shivji, and his name is Shukrana. He always say one thing, Shukar manao, Shukar manao, Shukar manao. Say thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Even the spiritual leaders are also saying this. Practice gratitude, gratitude, gratitude so much in your life. Even in our Spawn community, there is a beautiful music of Srila Prabhupada, the Messiah of Millennium by Amog Leela Prabhuji. And he has just sung it so beautifully to show gratitude towards Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of Spawn, who brought Hare Krishna movement to all over the world. And everyone you see, they are practicing gratitude in their life. And that is the reason why every people live such a happy life, such a beautiful life. To all the Sikh communities, there is one line from Guru Nanak Dev Ji. And he's also saying the same thing. Just accept everything as if it's my order. And it's such a beautiful line to accept whatever is happening in your life as if it's the order of the God. And this will keep us in gratitude state, in love state, where we will not repel, we will not be angry or sad. Because when we accept everything as it is, as it's the order of God, we live a more calm, peaceful, happy life with trust and faith on the divine. So that is why it's so much important that we should practice gratitude. And all these people have practiced gratitude. Let's go further. And there are so many people now. History is laden with famous figures who have practiced gratitude and whose achievements put them amongst the greatest human beings who have ever lived. From Gandhi, Mother Teresa, Martin Luther King Jr., Dalai Lama, Leonardo da Vinci, Plato, Shakespeare, Aesop, Blake, Emerson, Dickens, Proust, Descartes, Lincoln, Jung, Newton, Einstein, and many more. And everyone has said that they all have practiced so much of gratitude in their lives. And I'll give you one super example of an amazing personality. We'll tell you later who is he. Now, see, Albert Einstein, the scientific discoveries changed the way we see universe. And when asked about his monumental achievements, he spoke only of giving thanks to others. This is such a beautiful line. Just giving thanks to others. One of the most brilliant minds of all time thanked other people over 100 times a day for the work they had done. Now, see, they're practicing their gratitude for 100 times a day for the work they have done, giving thanks to others. So much of thanks, so much of thanks. And that is the reason that Albert Einstein was just a normal person, but all the discoveries, all the inventions he did, all the theories he decoded, they all just came to him because of the power of gratitude. They all, as if the universe was revealing his secrets to Einstein because of this gratitude power. And even if you see Isaac Newton, same thing, it happened with him also. Is it any wonder that so many of life mysteries were revealed to Albert Einstein? Is it any wonder that Albert Einstein made some of the greatest scientific discoveries in history? He practiced gratitude every single day of his life, and in return, he received many forms of abundance. He practiced gratitude every single day of his life. And here it comes the secret. Every single day, they are practicing gratitude, every single day. And this is what separates from rich and the poor. Rich always practice every single day with perseverance. It needs perseverance, but we have to do it. Even you see, when Isaac Newton was asked how he had achieved the scientific discoveries, he said that he stood on the shoulders of giants. Isaac Newton recently voted the greatest contributor to science and humankind and was also grateful to those men and women who have lived before him. Every great scientist, every successful person is always grateful from his heart. He is giving thank you to each and every one. And that is the reason that they are so successful in their life. The scientists, philosophers, inventors, discoverers, and prophets who practiced gratitude reaped its results, and most were aware of its inherent power. Yet still, gratitude's power is unknown to most people today because to experience the magic of gratitude in your life, you have to practice it. बहुत important. You have to practice it. Without practice, nothing will happen. Every single day, you have to practice it, and practice it. You feel low, you have to practice it. You are feeling awesome, you have to practice it. And you cannot skip any single day. Before we go into my discovery, I want to tell you two people's example today. First is Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam. When he was made the Rashtrapati of India, and he was asked, whosoever people you want to call to Rashtrapati Bhavan for your ceremony, please tell us. And he was so much grateful. He was so much grateful. And he called only two people in his life there in Rashtrapati Bhavan. And the two were, one was a small dhaba owner who used to give him chapatis, 2 extra chapatis for free to Dr. Kalam to eat. And he was so much grateful, Dr. Kalam, that he called that dhaba owner to Rashtrapati Bhavan, a sense of gratitude. And the second person Dr. Kalam called was a mochi who just stitches your sandals and slippers. And he called that person to Rashtrapati Bhavan when Dr. Kalam was about to become the Rashtrapati of India. And see the deeper level of gratitude that we are calling so that people who we generally ignore, but they are so much grateful to each and every single person who have contributed in their life in the smallest way also, giving just 2 chapatis for free or just repairing his shoes or sandal, but he is so much grateful. And he called those people in Rashtrapati Bhavan. And we all know the big fat wedding of Anant Ambani. And there also, like, I saw so much of gratitude in Ambani's wedding. When the Mysore dosa owner came and Anant Ambani, the whole family, Radhika merchant, they were paying so much of gratitude to that dosa owner also, with so much of gratitude, so much of gratitude. Like, I checked the price on Google, that dosa cost like 200 to 400 rupees only. But they are so much grateful for 200 rupees also for that owner that they called in the marriage. So rich people give gratitude to single person, whosoever just contributed in their life for a very small time span, a very short contribution also, a very small contribution, but still they are so much grateful that they treat them as a family member. They give so much of love, affection, and thank you to them as if they are their own family. And that is the reason why rich will always be richer and poor will always be poorer. And this is what we need to develop in our life, the gratitude, this attitude of thank you. Or this will bring riches in our life. Like, it's a very simple thing. अगर थैंक यू बोलोगे तो मौज में रहोगे. जिस दिन छोड़ दोगे थैंक यू बोलना, उस दिन मौजें खत्म हो जाएंगी आपकी. मौजें करनी है, रॉल्स रॉयस में घूमना है, थैंक यू बोलते रहो, आ जाएगा सब कुछ. Now the next part of the book is my discovery, and this is the story of Rhonda Bryan, how she used gratitude and changed her life. My story is a perfect example of what life is like when a person is ignorant of gratitude. What happens when you make gratitude a part of your life? If I had been asked 6 years ago if I was a grateful person, I would have answered, yes, for sure, I am a grateful person. I say thank you when I receive a gift, when someone opens a door for me, or when a person does something for me. So आप यहाँ पर देख सकते हो, you can see that so much thank you they are giving. Even for someone is opening the door, they are saying thank you. Just for the smallest things, they are so much grateful. So consciously, they are saying thank you, thank you, thank you. And this brings the difference. And this is what we need to develop. The truth is, I was not a grateful person at all. I didn't know what being grateful really meant. And just saying the word thank you on the odd occasion certainly didn't make me a grateful person. My life without gratitude was pretty challenging. I was in debt, and it was increasing a little bit more every month. So you can see that she was in debt and it was also increasing every month. I worked really hard, but my finances never improved. In trying to keep up with the mounting debt and obligations, I was living with a continuous undercurrent of stress. My relationship swung like a pendulum from fair to disastrous because I never seemed to have enough time for each person. While I was what would be termed healthy, I felt exhausted at the end of the day. And I always got my fair share of cold and the latest illness going around each season. I had moments of happiness when I went out with friends or when I went on vacation. But then the reality of having to work harder to pay for those pleasures would sweep over me. तो आप देख सकते हो कि जितना ज्यादा नहीं किया ग्रेटिट्यूड, जब तक उन्हें नहीं पता था इस सीक्रेट ग्रेटिट्यूड का, till the time she didn't knew the secret, there was so much of struggle in her life. She used to feel like she is healthy, but in reality she was exhausted, in debt, illnesses coming in, and relationships going ups and downs. I wasn't living, I was surviving. From day to day, from paycheck to paycheck, I would no sooner solve one life problem than more problems would appear. And it happens, we all say, एक मुसीबत खत्म होती नहीं दूसरी फिर आ जाती है. अभी तो पैसा आया था अकाउंट में और फिर भाग गया. और ये बहुतों के साथ होता है. मनी रुकता ही नहीं है अकाउंट में, भाग जाता है. एक मुसीबत आती नहीं कि दूसरी फिर आ जाती है. And why it happens? Because we don't pay gratitude. And this is the reason. But then something happened that would change everything in my life from that day forward. I discovered a secret about life. And as a result of my discovery, one of the things I began to do was practice gratitude each day. Every day, practice gratitude. As a result of this, everything in my life changed. The more I practiced gratitude, the more miraculous were the results. And my life truly became magical. So अब आप देख सकते हो. The more she practiced, the more miracles she experienced with the results, and her life became magical. For the first time in my life, I became debt free. This is great. And shortly after that, I had all the money I needed to do whatever I wanted. Problems in my relationship, work, health disappeared. And instead of facing daily obstacles, my life became filled with one good thing after another. My health and energy increased dramatically, and I felt better than I had in my 20s. My relationships became much more meaningful, and I enjoyed more good times with my family and friends in just a few months than I had in all the previous years. More than anything else, I felt happier than I thought it would be possible to feel, and I was blissfully happy, the happiest I had ever been. Why? Because gratitude changed me, and my whole life magically changed. Now, you see how gratitude changed everyone's life, how Rhonda Bryan's life got changed from health to finances to relationship to work. Every area of her life got changed because of gratitude. And this is what we have to do. This is what we have to practice every single day with perseverance. We have to practice it at the highest priority. So this will change everyone's life. And now there are few assignments that we have to do. You please note it down. And then a few more sharings to tell you. And then we are ending up today's live session. So three things. And it's for everyone. So please keep making your notes. Make it fixed in your mind. Every single day, you will practice the magic book. Whatever assignments will be given every single day. Second, daily you will write gratitude for your parents. For your mother and father, you have to write gratitudes daily. Because your 50% success comes from your parents. You have to write gratitude. And every rich person write gratitude, show gratitude towards their parents. I recently saw a post of technical Guruji, Gaurav Chaudhary. And in his YouTube post, I saw that how much he appreciates her mother, how much he loves her mother. And the way he pay respect, that shows the success also, the materialistic opulences he has. Because this is the secret behind every rich person. That they always respect their parents. They give so much of gratitude, thank you, I love you, everything to their mother and father. That's why. This is the most important. And last, I know it's challenging, but we all have to do it. Every day, waking up at 4 a.m. and practicing the magic book at Amrit Vela time. But this is what will make you more better in practice, taking you more deeper in gratitude, building up a very good connection with God, universe, whosoever you believe in. So it's most important. And before we end, as you saw the journey of Rhonda Bryan, how she got changed, always remember one thing. Don't try to become Ram or Vishnu, that you know everything. You are the creator of the life. You are supreme. You are nothing. आपको कुछ नहीं आता. Always come with that. आपको कुछ नहीं आता. और आप सीखने के लिए यहाँ पर आए हो. You have come to learn and implement. Because you are not the Ram or Vishnu. You're just a human being. We all are just human beings. And we all are learning. So always come with a learning attitude to learn and implement, to make life better. Because all these teachings comes from the God. It's a very beautiful saying. मैं तो सिर्फ बांसुरी हूँ बजाने वाला ऊपर वाला नाचने वाले आप लोग हो. सेम थिंग. मैं तो सिर्फ सिखा रहा हूँ. करना आपने है. करवा ऊपर वाला रहा है मुझसे आप लोगों को सिखा के. तो आपको करना है. ये आप ही को करना है अब. And the more you practice, you will feel like you have started becoming more lucky in your life. Something are changing and you are becoming more lucky. Magics are happening, payments are coming on time, business is running, job is going on good, customers are coming so easily, everything is running so good because of this magic. So that's why we have to practice it with so much of dedication that you may see that yes, you are lucky, and maybe you can keep your name also lucky. That will bring more magic in your life. Thank you everyone for joining in. We'll see you tomorrow, same time, and whatever assignments are, please start practicing it because they are the most important one. Theory you will forget, I know, everyone forgets, but practice will make everything magical in your life. So please practice, and thank you everyone for joining in from all over the world, wherever you are joining in, from London, America, Europe, Australia, Poland, Brazil, Bangladesh, India, whichever part you are in. Lots of love to everyone, lots of joy, happiness, success in your life. Thank you everyone for joining in. Till then, take care. Have a great day. Goodbye.